Anti-Red Tape Authority has released the list of the top 10 most complained government agencies for 2025. Leading the list is the Food and Drug Administration, followed by the Land Transportation Office and the BIR o Bureau of Internal Revenue. ARTA says the rankings were based on reports submitted through email, social media, physical mail, online systems, and its public assistance desk. The data covers complaints from January 1 to October 31, 2025. Most violations involve unjustified delays in processing applications or requests, breaching the ease of doing business law. Now let's discuss that list with Anti-Red Tape Authority Director General Ernesto Perez. Thank you for joining us, sir.
Pleasure ours. Thank you for this opportunity that we can also give light, some explanations to the list provided to the Senate and which the media was able to pick up also.
Alright, kasi biglang nag-react ng mga kababayan, bakit wala daw ang DPWH dyan. Pero iba kasi ang basis nito sa listahan. Paki-explain po.
The list that we provided is the list that of complaints that we received. So from 2022 to 2025. And in fairness naman, we'd like to say that we also have to commend those agencies listed because they have also immediately acted on the complaints that were referred to them by the Anti-Red Tape Authority. For instance, for Food and Drug Administration in the year from period January to October 2025, total number of complaints received was at 599. However, 570 of which were already resolved and only 29 remain active in our file. So to us, this gives us some data that will guide us in how we further collaborate with the agencies concerned. I'd like to highlight that in the figures that we received from 2022 to 2025, the rankings changed.
Okay.
So you will see there that agencies at a rank number 1, 2, or 3, they really make extra effort to improve. That's why the rankings change.
Okay.
Well, sir, alam naman po natin yung batas na ito na ginawad sa atin few years ago, yung ease of doing business. At ito po ay yung level of simplicity and efficiency with businesses can operate within the economy. Now, given this list, ano po ba yung ipapataw natin na parusa dito sa mga kumpanya na ito na hindi tumatalima dito sa ease, 'di ba, of doing business sa ating bansa?
The law is very specific as to the penalties imposed, particularly under Section 21. Na depending on the nature of the complaint, the general penalty is that for the first offense, the penalty is 6 months suspension, and then for the second offense, dismissal from service, including forfeiture of benefits, perpetual disqualification from service, a fine of 500,000 to 2 million, including an imprisonment of 1 to 5 years. So we'd like to highlight that because of the penalties, the state penalties imposed, once the agency is made aware of the complaint that is referred to them, they would immediately act on it. In fact, even before the Anti-Red Tape Authority conducts a clarificatory hearing, most of these cases referred to them, they immediately act on it. That's why we really encourage our kababayans to complain to us so that we can really offer immediate solutions instead of these problems being confined among them in private. So we really have to, and the complaint process of ARTA is very simple, and we assist. Really.
A few days ago, sir, we had Senator J.B. Ercito on the show, and he talked about the BIR extortion issue with regards to letter of authority. No? Na umabot na ba sa inyo to, sir, itong issue na sinisiwalat ni Senator Ejercito?
In fact, hindi lang po si Senator Ejercito nag-raise niyan. Most of the chambers of commerce, the local Philippine Chamber of Commerce and Industry, nagreklamo po, and we already submitted a recommendation to then Special Assistant to the President, Secretary Go. And the Secretary Go now being the Finance Secretary, and there's with the new BIR Commissioner, they immediately acted on it by suspending those LOAs that BIR has been issuing. So suspended po yun. In the meantime, because of that suspension, ARTA will reach out to the BIR, and which we are also doing because they usually attend our collaboration hearing. So we will look into how we can further address those issues raised to us by businessmen, especially in the issuance of LOAs.
Okay, so what were the complaints ano po ba na mga binibigay dyan
Typical
usually?
complaints. Oo.
Ang typical complaint po talaga dito that they're really complaining. Once na makatanggap sila ng letter of authority to conduct examination, walang tigil na po yan at sunod-sunod. At usually, yung figure na kinukote mataas that will oblige or comply the businessman to compromise. So, yun po ang reality dyan. So, with this suspension, we will be able to clarify with the BIR as to the process of the issuance of these LOAs and as to the selection of targeted businessmen. We're not encroaching, we have to emphasize that ARTA's mandate is not encroaching on the mandate of the BIR to collect taxes because that is one of the exceptions to our mandate. When it comes to revenue-generating measures by the Bureau of Internal Revenue, the ARTA cannot intervene.
Okay.
What we can intervene is only on their process to ensure that the process is fair, reasonable, and has legal basis.
Right.
So yun, para klaruhin lang, itong list na pinakita nyo, this is the current ranking. Ito po, kasabi nyo, nag-iiba-iba po yan eh. Di ba, yung iba nagbago. Ito yung current ranking.
Yes, for the period January to October 2025.
Ano yung madalas po nasa number 1?
Ang consistent po, well, hindi naman madalas, no? Pero pag yung madalas na nasa top 10 ay yung mga Food and Drug Administration, Land Transportation Office, Bureau of Internal Revenue. Ngayon, that's for the period 2022, 2023 to 2024. For instance, in 2022, ang number 1, ang nagra-rank po na number 1 sa most complained is Land Transportation Office. Ang Food and Drug Administration nasa medyo mababa kasi we receive only 64 complaints involving Food and Drug Administration. Pagdating po sa 2023, ang number 1 sa list po is the Bureau of Internal Revenue with 410 complaints received by ARTA. Ang LTO remained naging number 2 na po, from number 1 to number 2. And then pumasok po yung Department of Environment and Natural Resources na 212 na naging number 3. Pagdating po sa 2024, ang nag-top po sa list ay yung ito, Bureau of Internal Revenue na with 462 complaints received by ARTA. Ang number 2 po ay yung Land Transportation Office
Consistent,
na 400. Tapos, ang sumunod po ay ito nga, yung Food and Drug Administration at 221. So doon po natin nakikita yung dynamics, no, na agencies are really trying their best to address those complaints by immediately resolving them. Ngayon, pagdating po sa 2025, dito po ulit ay tumaas, naging number 1 yung Food and Drug Administration. Ang simpleng explanation po dito ng food at sangayon din po sa ating pag-aaral, then naglabas po ang FDA ng regulation that increased the rates, no, na napakataas. So, ang dami pong nagreklamo. But in response, because of those complaints, sinuspend po ng bagong Director General ng FDA. Kaya doon po, kita natin na na-resolve. Kaya nga po doon sa based sa 2025 figures, out of those 599 cases or complaints received by ARTA, 570 of which were already resolved.
Totoo.
At 29 na lang po pending.
Mahaba
Sir,
pa
mahaba ang
to, no?
usapin niya. Unfortunately, we don't have much time. Pero
Yes, sir.
hopefully, sir, syempre, ang pinaka-goal naman natin dapat dito, sir, ay wala ng top 10. Dahil lahat tumatalima na sa ease of doing business. With that, maraming salamat po sa inyong
Yes, sir.
oras.
I would just like to
Go ahead
highlight
po.
na yung published figures do not necessarily reflect the competence or incompetence of that government agencies. It gives us a parang basis for closer collaboration with the agencies
For improvements.
para mapabilis, mapaganda pa yung kanilang service. At marami pong programa ang ARTA na ginagawa like regard to impact assessment training, business process mapping, titinan yung kanilang
Sige
para
po.
mapag-aralan yung process at ma-reduce pa yung unnecessary requirements.
Okay. That was,
Alright.
Okay po.
maraming salamat po sa inyong oras muli. Siguro sa susunod na araw din po pa sa mas
Yes.
mahabang discussion. That was sa Anti-Red Tape Authority Director General Ernesto Perez.
Salamat po.